Okay, I've got a wild thought experiment for you. It sounds like something from a Saturday morning cartoon, but the answer tells us something really deep about how our little corner of the universe actually works. So, what would happen if one day, poof, a planet just vanished? I don't mean it blew up or crashed. I mean it was just deleted from existence. Would the whole solar system just, fly apart? Before we start yanking planets out of their orbits, you have got to see this number, 99.8%. This number is, well, it's pretty much everything. That's right. The sun makes up basically the entire mass of our solar system. All the planets, all their moons, every single asteroid, all of it is just the leftover 0.2%. The sun is the undisputed heavyweight champ, and we're all just cosmic dust. So you'd think, with the sun being such a gravitational hog, pulling one tiny planet out of the mix would be like taking one sprinkle off a donut. It shouldn't really matter, right? Well, let's put that to the test. First up, we're going to start with the little guys, the small, rocky inner planets. Let's see just how much of a difference they actually make. All right, first on the chopping block, Mercury. It's the little runt of the litter. So what happens if we just pluck it out of space? And absolutely nothing. Seriously, the rest of the planets just keep on keeping on. They don't even notice it's gone. A total cosmic non-event. Okay, let's up the ante a bit. What about Venus? It's way bigger, practically Earth's twin sister. That's gotta do something, right? Nope, it's the exact same story. Earth's orbit might twitch a tiny bit, but that's it. The solar system basically just shrugs. It's kind of feeling like these planets are just for show at this point. All right, time to get personal. Let's say we get rid of our own planets. Now, ignoring the obvious problem for all of us, what does the rest of the solar system do? Hey, finally, something interesting happens. With Earth gone, our moon would break free and become its very own tiny planet, just cruising around the sun where we used to be. But for everyone else, like Venus and Mars, business as usual. Okay, last one for the inner worlds, Mars, the red planet. Now, by this point, you're probably expecting me to say nothing happens again, but this is where things start to get a little more complicated. Taking Mars out of the picture actually has these really subtle but super important long-term effects. You see, Mars's gravity is always kind of messing with the asteroid belt, and without it, fewer of them would get flung in our direction. And even wilder, it turns out Mars actually affects Earth's climate cycles. Without it, our planet's wobble would stabilize, completely changing our ice ages over millions of years. Who knew? So the inner planets? They're pretty minor players. But now we're going after the king. We're heading to the outer solar system to see what happens when you remove the big one, Jupiter. And I am not kidding. As our source material puts it, this is where things change dramatically. So all that anticlimactic stuff from before, yeah, that's over. And if you want to know why, just look at the scale of this thing. Jupiter isn't just the biggest planet. Its mass is more than double all the other planets, moons, and asteroids put together. It's our system's bouncer and its biggest bully, all rolled into one. So what happens when it's gone? Total chaos. The asteroid belt loses its goalie and just falls apart. Comets start flying all over the place on crazy, unpredictable paths. The chances of Earth getting hit by something would change completely, and even the other giant planets would start to drift out of their orbits. The whole system just unravels. Okay, so Jupiter is clearly the MVP. But what about the other giants? Let's check out the ripple effects on the outer frontier if they were to disappear. So these other giants, they have their own special jobs. You take out Saturn, and you mess with this gravitational dance it does with Jupiter, which weakens the whole system over time. You take out Uranus, and, well, not much happens right away. But if you get rid of Neptune, that's a huge deal for the edge of our system. It destabilizes the entire Kuiper Belt, and poor Pluto gets kicked out of its special little orbit. So, after all this cosmic demolition, what's the big takeaway? Well, it turns out that all planets are not created equal. They really fall into two completely different groups. And here's the bottom line. The little rocky planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, they're basically just passengers. They're just along for the ride, completely dominated by the sun's gravity. But the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, they are the architects. They're the ones who build the structure, who keep things stable, and who really control the system's fate. And this just sums it all up perfectly. Our solar system isn't so fragile that pulling one piece makes the whole thing instantly explode, but it is delicately tuned. It's like a finely crafted watch, where every single gear, especially the big ones, is absolutely essential to keep it all ticking for billions of years. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Our solar system has its obvious star player, the sun, but it also has these quiet, powerful architects in the background. And that kind of begs the question, right? In all the systems in our own lives, at work, in our communities, in the world, what's the thing that we all think is just a passenger, but is actually the architect holding the whole thing together?